Hey guys, it's Hink here. I have to bring you part 2 of the follow-up story regarding Matt Khalil. So this was the guy, if you haven't seen my other video, please check it out. But his ex-wife went on a podcast and said, this dude is the size of 2, maybe 3 Coke cans.
Okay.
No, he was just...
Yeah.
2 Coke cans stacked on top of each other. Maybe even a third type shit. Yeah. Like, he has a... Okay, wait. I'm going to type it in here.
Yeah, chill.
But now the plot thickens. Because homeboy said, all right, bet, like, you want to go on podcasts and profit from all this? That's fine. I'm going to take you to court. And that's exactly what he did. There's this TMZ article here that details the entire situation regarding Matt Khalil and his ex-wife. So we're going to break that down today. We're going to talk about where is the truth in this? What do I think about it? You know, do another reality check based on this dude's real actual size. But it's going to be a good one, guys. And this one's going to get a little bit spicy because the last one I made was a little bit spicy. So the first thing I want to put out is that on that last video, which if you haven't seen it, please watch it after this. I talk about how I thought this was effed up and how I thought that homegirl was exaggerating and maybe even lying intentionally about his size so she could sensationalize this entire situation and essentially profit from it. She went on this podcast and now everybody is talking about her. And guys, in this world of social media, basically clicks and attention equals income in some respect. So guys, now we're going to do another Hink's reality check because I hate when crap like this goes out into especially the public media because, I mean, like, I'm not going to lie. If I was walking past my girl and I saw this article up on her phone and it's like, man with a penis the size of 2 Coke cans stacked on top of each other, and she was reading that, I'm not going to lie, that would hit that little pang of anxiety and like body dysmorphia and oh my God, and I would probably start to spiral. And so I hate when shit that is objectively false gets sensationalized, but people click the article and read it. This is also partially where girl inches come from because there's articles like this. Oh, this guy's the size of 2 Coke cans. Oh, okay. There's no way the average is actually 5.17 inches like Hink says.
Don't do the voice.
But I digress. Let's look at the actual dimensions of a Coke can. So assuming that we're using a regular Coke can here, the height of a Coke can, equating basically the length, is about 4.83 inches. So therefore, if we have 2 Coke cans, that's about 9.6, 9.7 inches right there. If we're just saying 2 Coke cans stacked on top of each other, that's a non-bone pressed, meaning a visible length of over 9.5 inches. Surely, guys, at this point, you know that this is not reality, okay? Now, she even says 2, maybe 3 Coke cans, okay? So if we add a third, we're talking about pushing like 14 inches, guys. There's no way he's 14 inches, guys. There's no way he's between 9.5 and 14. There's just no way. Is it possible? Sure. But guys, if we look at this chart I made based on the real data from the MI normal nomogram, just look at, let's just go down to the bottom figure, the 10 inches in length, okay, or about 25 centimeters. The chance of you being that big, according to this chart, is about 1 in 873 billion. Now, objectively, I don't believe that is exactly the case because I know that there's at least a 1 in 4 billion chance of having a 10-inch penis because I made the other video about that. If you haven't seen it, check it out. He's probably not the only one. Yes, these odds are exaggerated. So what? Let's say there's 2 or 3 in the world. So we're looking at an odds of what? 1 in 1 billion? I mean, come on, guys. And that's just at being 10 inches. So it's highly, highly unlikely. Not impossible. Now let's go to Girth because this is where things get even more ridiculous. She says that he's the size of a Coke can. Guys, if the Coke can, the diameter of a Coke can is about 2.6 inches. So therefore, the girth or the circumference of a Coke can is about 8.1 inches. For perspective, guys, one of the biggest dude with actually known measurements. I really got to give my hats off to Girth Master. I really like that. If you want me to make a whole video about Girth Master, let me know in the comments right now. But he's one of the biggest dudes around, and he's somewhere between like what 7 and 7.5 inches, like measured, and he openly admits that. But yeah, I mean, like he's one of the biggest dudes on the planet. Okay, especially as far as girth. So this dude is an entire additional inch bigger than Girth Master. Now, Hink, you're so sensitive. That's just hyperbole. She was just exaggerating. I mean, that's fine. I get it. But this shit gets published. I mean, and then you have a licensed therapist talking about like, well, here's my advice on how to actually handle somebody that size when we're not dealing with dimensions in reality. So let's look at, once again, guys, this is based on that Veal MI normal data, but looking down at 8 inches, what are the chances you're 8 inches in girth all the way the bottom column, or about 20 centimeters for my guys over the pond? We're looking at about 1 in what, 60 trillion I mean, like, we're talking about impossibilities there. Once again, admittedly, I think this dude is very big. I think this dude is well above average. Well above average. But there's just no way he's 8 inches. Now, I really like this Matt Khalil dude just because I think that, he has true big D energy, okay? I know that phrase gets used too much. Like he says here, he just wanted to be out of the public eye and just move on with his life. Guys, he has a separate wife and kids, and now they are dealing with all of this nonsense. Can you imagine if you had remarried and you're happy, you have your family, and then your current wife has to basically be confronted and sensationalized with very intimate details of your relationship. Like, imagine if you were the ex. Surely some of you guys are way more confident than I am because I'm just a beta little bitch boy. But good Lord, man, if there were social media articles about my girl's ex and how huge he was and how big he was at prohibitive intercourse, like, that would F me up. I mean, like, for sure, that would F me up. I don't think I'd recover from that. And so I know it's not quite the same when it comes to women, but still, I just think that is not a good look, man. She's destroying this dude's private life and ruining the relationship with his current family. And like he says in this quote here, I have been forced to endure the ongoing public circulation of these degrading and deeply personal statements. Like, that's that dude's personal life, man, and now it's blasted all over the internet for everybody to see. Now, guys, I do want to reiterate that a big D is not all it's cracked up to be, especially when we're talking about these more extreme sizes. Because, according to her quotes, she was talking about how she was basically in tears every time they had intercourse. But yet you guys, right there, I wish I was 12 inches by 8 inches. That my life would be perfect. And you guys have no concept of how big that actually is. Callie, how many videos have I made about dread? Specifically, at least, like, I have at least 3 different models that have talked about their work with dread and how they hated it. One of them described it as literally giving birth because of the stretch and the dilation. So I wish you guys had more realistic understanding of actually the size women want. And, guys, please check out my videos on, like, size women actually want. But this dude is legitimately getting harassed online. People out on the internet they're creeps, man. They're creeps. I mean, just look at some of these DMs that this dude gets. But this dude is just out living his life, and now his Instagram is getting flooded with people trying to see his meat. Like, I don't know. I would hate that. Some of you all probably, that'd be pretty cool to get that attention. Not me. Guys, if you're liking this video, please take a second to like the video, hype the video, and if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to reach 70K subscribers by the end of February. I would really appreciate it. And guys, here's a quote from him, and from this case, like I said, she's doing this for viewership and attention and social media clout and all of that, which is exactly what he said. She said she's received substantial financial benefit, including increased viewership, increased engagement, and monetization through various social media platforms and media covers. Now, playing devil's advocate here, he's also been presented with many opportunities. Matt has been presented with also many opportunities to gain money. I mean, allegedly one was even $300,000 for him to appear and basically show his member. So, I know it's not the same. And clearly this dude does not want to be in the public spotlight, especially about his D. Now, guys, the most, I don't know, weird part of this for me is, I guess, so this lawsuit is all over $75,000. Now, that is a lot of money, period, unless you're Jeff Bezos. But that's a lot of money. But it's also not a lot of money. I mean, even just thinking about the cost of, like, court fees and legal fees, that's going to be, probably close to $75,000 right there. It's just, I mean, and not only that, the time and energy to go through all that. It's just weird to me. And guys, the other thing about that is, once again, for somebody like me, $75,000, that's a shit ton of money, okay? But for somebody like Matt Khalil, I don't know how much money that is to him. He had a 5-year, $55 million contract. Now, not all of that got fulfilled because he got injured. But according to the internet, his career earnings are $57 million. One would think that is generational wealth right there. Truly, his goal is to just move on from this and be out of the spotlight. All this law case did was just bring more attention to it, and more articles and more speculation and more basically mentions of the size of his meat. So because now man sues because his meat is too big. All of these headlines. And so I don't really understand what he's doing here. To me, it almost seems a little personal. Maybe there's bad blood between the breakup. I don't know. Maybe he's just pissed she went on the internet and did all this. And because I'm sure $75,000 to him probably isn't that much. I don't know what their divorce settlement was, but maybe $75,000 to her is a lot. And that would really, set her back. I don't know. But to me, that's weird. Let me know what you guys think about that. So guys, what do you think about this situation? If you were him, would you have sued? What would you have done differently? Are you on her side? Do you think this dude is actually 2 or 3 Coke cans? Like, I really want to know. Now, guys, you are so much more than the size of your meat. Some of you all are desperate to get bigger no matter what, and that's your end goal. If that's you, consider my actual science-based course where I take you through step by step on how to gain real size. It's based on my Hink trial where the participants, which evidence that you can see, gained on average an 1/2 inch in length and 1/4 inch in girth in 6 months. So my course takes you through step by step, everything from what to do before you get started, everything to how to take care of yourself afterwards, how to prevent injury, and the most science-based ways to go about growing. Remember guys, you're so much more than the size of your D, but you are enough just as you are. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.
Dr. Hink got the plug on the health, yeah. Got you thinking about your wealth, yeah. In his office, no stealth, yeah. Pinnacle of that below the belt, yeah. Checks and balance, he's managing. Working miracles, no damage. Got you covered, no panicking. Steady calm. In the clinic, no vanishing. Yeah, with Doc Hink, it's the way.